do something quite naturally, which is very important to us all. We practice duty of care. Duty of care is what it says. We have a duty to care for ourselves and for others. And the higher the risk, the higher the duty of care. Manufacturers of food and drink have a duty of care to sell us products that will not make us sick. Car makers have a duty of care to provide vehicles which are safe. We all have a duty of care to obey road rules. Builders have a duty of care to build houses which don't fall down. Duty of care is everywhere. It is part of our lives. In our work, we have a duty of care not to expose our clients, our co-workers and the general public to the risk of being harmed. Our employer has a duty of care to provide us with the right training to do our job. Employers, clients and co-workers have a duty of care to provide us with a safe workplace. We also have a duty of care to treat our clients as individuals, as people who have the same rights as all of us. The right to make their own decisions, to experience life, and life's full of risks. The right to information, and the right to have control over their lives. Show respect. It is your workplace, but their home. Even turning up for work is part of our duty of care. If we don't turn up for work, then our clients might be left in bed not able to get up, to eat, or be washed, or take their medication. Follow instructions. They have been worked out with the client because they work for that person. The instructions are there so we can give the client the best care we can. Listen to clients and their families. Don't be bossy. Pay attention to what our clients tell us they need and want. Our clients depend on us for so many things that it is our duty of care to do these things properly. Near enough is not good enough. Keep our eyes open. Everyday things can cause harm. It is our duty of care to see if there is a problem and then take action to get it fixed. Don't leave heaters on. They could cause a fire. The room temperature should be comfortable for our clients, not for us. It's their TV or radio. Don't touch it unless they ask. What does a telephone have to do with duty of care? Well, what if a client is using it for hours on the internet? They run up a huge bill, can't pay it, and the phone, which is essential to our clients, is cut off. What do we do? If the client understands what will happen and no one is being harmed, that is their decision. What if a client is using the phone for sex services and you don't approve? If people want information on sex or want to have sex, it is their right, no matter what you may think. A cup of tea is such a simple thing, but not for a lot of our clients. Make sure the drink is not too hot. If your client cannot hold the mug, maybe a straw will help them drink. Be aware, show common sense, and help our clients. That's part of our duty of care. Food is often one of the few pleasures in our clients' lives. But there can be problems. When you prepare food, make sure everything is clean and safe. We don't want our clients to get food poisoning. Are they eating enough? Are they eating too much junk food?
You ready for another one?
Just asking a client what food would they like first shows them respect and care.
Really?
What if your client is diabetic and insists on eating sweets? Talk with the client about it. Are you sure they understand the consequences? Write down what happened and tell your supervisor. Sometimes feeding someone can be a matter of life or death. They may have a swallowing difficulty, or they may not be able to speak. They may not be able to tell you that they are choking, so be aware. You need to know what medication your client is taking. Read the labels carefully. You must record what medication your clients take. And make sure it's stored properly. What if a client asks you to give them medication and this is outside your training? Tell them you cannot do this. It's against the law. What if your client wants to drink a glass of wine with their medication? If your client is not taking their medication, what do you do? Talk with your client. Do they understand what can happen to them? Write it down And tell your supervisor. Always treat your clients the way you would like to be treated. Follow the personal care routine list carefully. Pay attention to the water. Is it too hot or too cold? Is the pressure too hard? Some people prefer to wash parts of their body themselves. That's their choice. When you dress a client, do it gently and also pay attention to any changes. A change in a client means there might have to be a change in their medication or the sort of services they need. If there are any changes in your client or their behaviour or your working conditions, write it down. Use accurate language. Don't write, Betty threw a tantrum. Write, Betty refused to take her medication. It's a record that will help your client, your co-workers and you.
The one that's on your right leg.
Mind your own business. Clients have the right to privacy. Don't talk about your clients' lives to other workers, to other clients, or your family and friends. But what if a client tells you something they don't want anybody else to know? For example, a member of his family is abusing him, and he is afraid if he reports it, the abuse will get worse. What do you do? If it affects their health or the quality of their care, tell your client you have to, by law, report this. It is for their well-being. If a client is showing what you think is challenging behaviour, ask yourself, why is it happening? Can anything be changed to help the person and maybe change the behaviour? Because our clients rely upon us for so many things, we have a lot of power, and we must not abuse that power. We should encourage all of our clients to be as independent as they can and to expand their world as much as possible. So our duty of care is to watch out for risks to our clients' safety and do something about it. Treat our clients with respect. Each one is an individual. Listen to our clients, talk with them, and allow them to make decisions about their care. Assess if they understand the consequences of their actions. Follow the training we've been given. Ask for advice whenever we need it. Report what happens and obey the law. It is our duty of care to give our clients the best care possible.